Hi! Welcome to my tube. My name is Margie. I'm a Heyoka empath, and I just like having these little conversations on the way I feel about things. And if you know anything about Heyoka or empaths, that's all we are. All we are is feelings and recognitions of feelings. Sometimes ignorance of feelings, hindrance of feelings, but it's all things encompassing feelings nonetheless. We're stepping into an age that people are paying attention to their feelings. I look at feelings as the vibration of the space in between the particles that make us up, some of all parts. It's really quite a beautiful story. Once people start paying closer attention to it, it'll get better. Cooperation is nature's way. I'm in my feelings today. I just had a purge, so to speak. Everybody does it different. Cry, release, let go. For what was, for what will be, for what's possible. Just let go. Today's the let go day. Some days are hang on days, but today's the let go day. Today is significant for a great many people to honor. I don't like holidays like this day much myself, because I honor my mother every day. I tried to. That's why I decided to stay home. Stay home and stop chasing things like 401ks and health insurance. Because to me, it was better fitting to take care of her than to chase those reindeer dreams. I'm joyful. My tears are of joy and of sorrow, because so many people I know have passed that were mothers. I know about 4 people that I can think of that are having their first Mother's Day since the last, losing their mothers. Now, my relationship with my mom, she's allowed me to be me, because she ignored me a lot. And when I got ignored a lot, I could run amok. But my muck is much less dense and nasty and gross than other people's muck, I assure you. Because I don't like to do things to make people feel bad and to hurt people and things like that. So when I have gone towards that directory and I've hurt people, then I recoil. I don't want to go down that path. I don't want to do things to hurt people. Unless I get hurt, and then I want to hurt people. But spite is such an ugly, terrible thing. I try not to do that. That's just all low vibrational behavior that I try really, really spend a lot of effort to steer away from. I really do. I meditate, I try and eat right, I get exercise, And my purge made me think of stuff this morning of my childhood. And we're about to go into retrograde season. Everybody's going to be thinking about their childhood. Oh my God. I just I really, if I were the begging sort, I'm not really the begging type. I did that before. It's not a pretty picture on me. I begged people to stay. Please don't leave me. Please don't go. I don't do that so much anymore. If I did, I would do it to get people to find a power, an outside source to connect to get quiet and to shut everything else out. It's called meditation. Just get quiet. Just try it, because you got to. People have got to find a source to plug into. You have to do it, because people are going to short out and lose their freaking minds if they're running off ego. Egos are going to be freaking falling off the planet like crazy. And when I say falling off the planet, it could be a literal sense, could be a, just people becoming disheveled, So, psychology is breaking down because science is woo-woo. Science is spirituality. It's all encompassing and it's all merging, and more people are starting to figure it out. It ain't just Harry Potter was a means to get people to open up their idea and possibility of bigger and broader things. And magic is real, and spells are real. It's all real. It's all real. So is the heart space in which people direct that stuff. See, I do rituals, and a freaking ritual is brushing your teeth. It's setting an action and taking an intention of doing something of self-care to promote a desire in the future, and that's continued self-care. That's a ritual, you know. It's when people get so extreme. Yeah, that ritual can turn into gross stuff involving dark and dirty that I don't even want to talk about today. You know, it's full spectrum. It's what people choose. And yeah, selling your soul and all that, it gets you the stuff, but it also shows people like me who and what you are. And God, the benefits of freaking freeing yourself up from that shit is far more better. You know what I hope for Muskrat? Old Muskrat just had a baby, threatening to leave California because they're not letting him do what he wants to do. There go his ego. Hopefully having this kid, love heals people, man. It heals people. It fixes people. It makes them better. It does. Wouldn't it be great if there was enough tools in the world that people could do it all encompassing without the aid of other human beings? I'm pretty well. I'm glad to say I'm well today. I'm pretty well. Spent the morning making canna cookies, caramel and roasted coconut. They're so good. You know, I spent a lot of effort into my wellness. Yeah. And a lot of energy to it. You know, it's mind, body, and spirit. It's not just body and brain. You know, God, the world could. How I see how it could be is just such a beautiful place. Is there anybody in the chats today? Anybody in the chat? Nobody watching. What's up? Hi, Deb. Deb was watching. So going into the past, plugging into a source that's bigger than yourself, getting quiet, just listening. You know, heavy emotion has a density to it. Heavy emotion has a density and so when you lay there and you get quiet and you think and you feel, it feels heavy on your body, and you can really focus. If you start tripping out on it, why is it hurt? Why is it heavy? You know. So when I'm laying there, I got points of pain. You know, common points, and I have to go into like my back. When my back hurts all the time, I oftentimes in meditate state, I'll go into the space of that was my ego. That was all ego stuff, man. I have limited myself in functionality and ability today because when I had something to prove, because I wasn't balanced, because I was in my masculine energy and I had something to prove. I had short man's complex and it made me shorter. I met this chick when I knew Tucker was gonna want it. I knew it. Tuck. Come on in, my love. Is that Mama? That's making an appearance, Mama. Okay, hit the hydration station first, Nugget. Go ahead. You're going right over. Come on. Don't bother. Nope. Just go over there. Don't bother Benny. Just leave him be. Don't go licking ears and stuff. What was I talking about, Tuck? I was talking about finding a source and plugging into it earlier. Then I was talking about getting quiet in meditation. Confounded. Love heals. I was talking about love heals. Thanks for reminding me about that. Okay, that's enough. All right, I appreciate it. Thanks. No. Thanks, stop. No, I love it. I can't deny their love, because they're only on this planet for 15 years. I mean, I do. They all get to licking. Oh my God, it drives me crazy. Huh, you're just such a handsome man. So yeah, it's definitely, and that's why I don't like holidays like this, proposed holidays, because, it can freaking be the best day of your life, but that best day of your life turns into a memory, and that memory passes, and it can be freaking, best days can cause the most pain, hurt, it's that difference, it's that opposite end of the spectrum, So I think if I ever got into a relationship again, I would definitely only sample it on social media. definitely, I would not put it all full. I did that last time, and it freaking, it's annoying now. Now it's just an annoyance when those memories pop up. Now I'm just all. But other pictures pop up, and I'm like, oh, I remember where I was and who I was friends with, and that times, and that puts you in a vibrational state, you know. And the more, I don't know. Well, anyway. Oh, Deb, you are still there. You know what? Hey, stop. Come here, Benny. Come here. Come here. Benny's feeling woeful today, too. Tibetan. I've been thinking about the Tibetan monks lately. When I worked at Creighton University, Jesuit University. Are you leaving, Benny? Oh, you don't like Tucker's attitude? Anyway, they did at one of those mandalas with the sand. What they do with the sand, and right up the hall from where I worked, and I freaking would go down there in my breaks and just for my whole 10-15 minute break, whatever, I would just watch him do that and zone out. So what kind of programming you think I got from that? You know, what kind of? I bet everybody's getting fired up. The energy just shifted, and it's different. Anyway. The bird just came flying by. Good boy, Benny. You're a good dog. You're a good dog, Benny. Don't let him rough your style, bud. You're a good, well, even-mannered guy. He's one of the best dogs I ever met in my whole entire life. He doesn't. They get staunching in his face, and he just allows it. He's just like, and he knows he could fuck him up too. That's the thing. Is he knows that he's the alpha, but he doesn't have to be a jerk about it. But anyway, I watched the Tibet, and I got all these. I wonder whatever happened to those pictures too. I must have probably took freaking 200 pictures of it. They were there for like a week. They were working on that thing. God, that was pretty cool. See, when you're high vibe stuff comes in your close proximity. It comes around you. You know. You need to go to the bathroom? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Am I gonna have to just cut this out and then come back later? Because Benedict attention, Benny, like Benedict Arnold, call him Benedict sometimes, because he's like a freaking shit. My last an ex deemed him Big Face Benny. That's how, like, a big face, but he got a big face, so he needs a pinstripe. He's like a gangster days, you know, like the Scarface guy. Incarnate, that's the personality that he has. But he's such a good guy. I love all their personalities. That's why I love watching freaking animals and stuff, because I see what they're incarnated as in their personalities and stuff like that, you know. Life is it can be so good, and that's what's cool about like letting go. And I was reminded that this morning. I'm gonna wrap it up on this. I had a freaking shitty experience last night, man. The sibling, he hasn't like thought of like sit mom nothing for Mother's Day. You know, he's never been. I mean, he goes like 5. I think one time it went like 10 years that he didn't. He doesn't give a shit about her. He doesn't. So I get a thing from PayPal last night, and it says an email. It says you got mail. And if anybody watches my videos knows about the story, so I don't need to get to it. So it says you got mail. It says someone's sibling sent $100. This is for Mother's Day. I hope she enjoys it. I don't have anything else to say to you. And I was like, yeah, we established that. You know, that's the thing. And that's kind of one of the things I do, is I help people like determine who people are today based on their behavior their whole entire life. Because certain personality stereotypes, they act the same because they are the same. Because we're all just vibes like radio stations, and some people just vibe very low, and their content is very low, you know? And there's not a lot. Their job, career, Oh, Tuck just got settled in. He's so cute. Career. Maybe they're settling down. They're going to let me talk a little longer. Favorite sports. You know, because a lot of people were just told that you go to school, you find someone that you can stand for the rest of your life, whether you love them or not. You just got to stand them, and maybe you guys can chase sensations together every now and again. You don't got to like each other. My grandparents didn't like each other, married 42 years. You know, they weren't all the, you know, I mean, how many grandparents are married that long, but they don't even sleep in the same room together and hadn't for like 30 years, you know? I mean, I think that storyline is probably a little bit more common than the, oh, you know? I mean, yeah, no, I love the storyline, the, oh, I love that. But, and I hope to have the, one day. Everyone wants the, but it don't always exist, you know? A lot of people settle. So many more people settle. Dude, how many people really live in? I mean, less people are settling. Less people are settling. Less people are like, ooh, I'm married to myself. I'm married to me. I date myself all the time. Take myself out on a fancy dinner. You know? Well, used to a lot more. I don't really like the restaurants around anymore either. Because I do better. I do better. If I can cook better, I'll just cook. That's what it is. I don't have to go to freaking get pot pies from Kentucky Fried Chicken. Mine are better. Stuff like that. But sometimes it's just easier. Mom likes them for lunch, so I do. Oh, contrary, Marge. Oh, contrary. Some people change their... Yeah, people change their names, all the numbers. That's gonna mess me up. That's funny when you look at March because I was born in 74. That's my birthday. Minus the 1, if you add those up, 3, 1, 4 is 4. 1 and 8 is 9, and I was born in 74. See, I get it. I get it. That's just something else I can get freaking stuck on. Thanks. No, I went down numerology, all that stuff, like, but I never looked at it like that. So, that just flipped a switch. But it's just everything is about. It's all data. It's all data is numbers, zeros, and ones. That's all that freaking everything we look at, and that baffles my mind. You know, I always thought that there was more to phones than there was more magic to phones than just vibration of waves. You know, you have to have intention, a direction, a recipient, you know. God, life is marvelous. You know, you can get stuck in the pain and the low vibes. You can. I started to this morning. I started like thinking about that email from old boy that I got last night before bed. And I got it before bed, and before bed. That's why you don't have serious. That's why I don't have serious conversations past, well, 10 o'clock, but 9 o'clock, but 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Shut that shit down because your emotions are too big, and the ego can flare too, and it's ain't no time to have, like, you know, it's nice time talk. It's nice time talk. It ain't serious time talk. So I got that email right before bed, and then I was like, and then I woke up, and then I turned on some music and my light, and I laid here, and I honestly, I just about hyperventilated. And what that did, I was doing like rapid breathing, and I about hyperventilated. And what it reminded me of is when I was a little girl, I used to make myself hyperventilate. And I don't think that people understand and how and why I did it. I would do it because at the end of hyperventilating, when you're done, it gets you to a point that you completely release, and like I can't feel my body. Like, it's like and I felt that sensation. That's why I did drugs and alcohol and got stuck in that route, because I found that same sensation in those. Like when I did whippets. You know? Well, it put me in a vibration that I remember I had, like, I remember it's of every thought, you know, because I was tapped into source, and where every thought lives. You get it all one time, your spirit gets overloaded, and then you come back and you're like, oh yeah, we're all connected. Oh yeah, when I'm a dick to them, I'm a dick to an aspect of me. Do better, Marge. We're in an age of people got to do better. We're coming to that age. Everybody's got to grow up. I mean, these kids are coming out more mature than these freaking, these people that have been in their position for 25. Yeah, because you paid for that seat. People shouldn't have to pay for. See, if money didn't matter, then you can't pay for seats. I think I'm gonna run for something. I just don't want to. I think about all the detail and the effort it would take to actually organize that and stuff, and I'm just like, nah. If it's supposed to be, it'll be. If I got shit to say and people want to hear it, they'll come listen. What else? Oh, this chat. That's why the chat was like. I had to scroll up. Yeah, Muskrat. Muskrat, his kid, there's numbers and symbols in his kid's name. I I'm just reading the chat. Just tripping out in the chat. I think about running too. Running? Okay, I don't know how much delay is in between the chat and what I'm saying here. But I don't know what you're talking about, but it's funny if you're talking about running in a physical sense or in a literal sense, I've been looking for a pair of tennis shoes that I had when I was in the Air Force. But after the Air Force, I quit running. I haven't ran since my surgery either, and I'm kind of afraid to. I hate running. I fucking hate it, but I can't think of any other way to get out of my energy unless I go ride a bike. But I'm fucking scared to ride a bike in Oregon because I've been hit by car and people are fucking retarded. So I'm scared it's stupid. And trails and stuff, I don't know, I could do trails. But I get bored of looking at the same thing over and over. Oh, this again. Oh, this. Oh, yeah, hi, Mr. But things are different now, I guess. But I don't know. I guess my desire to want to get energy is getting bigger and to want to go do something and then caring about what it is that I do. But people like me and people have always like, what was that? Before all that other stuff I was talking about darn near people want to release and that's what it reminded me of when I was doing my rapid breathing this morning, and that happened, and I didn't pass out. I wasn't gonna, but like I felt sensations, and I'm like, man, people spend a lot of money feeling these sensations that I just felt for free from just freaking breathing and rapid, And when I was a little girl, I hyperventilate. Mom would take me to the ER. She didn't know what to do with me because I'd stop, and that's the thing is because with trauma kids. As trauma kids, we learn at a young age of things to do is to soothe our soul, because we didn't have people around to tell us it's going to be all right. So you either got to really learn to tell yourself that it's going to be all right, or freaking you're always just going to everything's going to suck for the rest of your life, and that's a fucking terrible way to live. That is such a shitty way to live. I was telling Mom yesterday, I'm like, how many worlds are there, Mom? Just like, I'm like, well, I said we have the Earth. We have the one Earth that every inhabitant of the Earth lives upon. But then, for every inhabitant of the Earth, there's 7 billion supposedly. I think they make up numbers. They like to inflate numbers, like they like to inflate freaking themselves. Literally, Viagra. They're just inflatable. Inflation. Anyway, inflated egos. So, for every inhabitant on the Earth, 7 million plus or minus whatever, or billion. For every human being on that Earth, there is a perspective of the Earth. So how many Earths are there? That's how I consider a multi-universe perspective. That's what I consider that. Because for every human, everyone has a different interpretation of reality of what's happening concurrently. Even in the same family, even in the same dynamic, you know? You know? So everybody has their own true account. And then you have people that are of certain vibrational frequency. So they are more in line to see the earth in a closer kind of way. So that, you know, so then they meet in ways that their earth is the same. And they do it through, you know, whatever occasion, celebration, ritual ceremony. Those are like-minded pockets of frequency, vibration. You know, and I've collectively freaking been a part of so many different pockets. I just like high vibe things, and then I get into high vibe things, and then the freaking low vibey shit just always shows itself, and I'm just like, don't want to play with this anymore. Don't want to eat their food. Won't shop there. Won't buy from them. My life is very small, but I don't need any of that stuff too, because it's all earthly shit. Yeah, I love toys and gadgets and freaking all that shit. I love it all. It's all fucking landfill. You know? That's when you get older, you're supposed to get wise. Now my toys are freaking shop vacs and freaking things that I can put in my shop when I find the right space, so that I can create my doggone it pet furniture. You know, my vision, so I can manifest tools that are, you know, functional and beautiful, that bring good vibes, you know, into your home and your surrounding, and then I, you know, heck, I teach other people how to do it, and they can make some money doing it too. It's not all for me. You know, I got all kinds of ideas. I just want people to feel good, man. I got a lot of making up to feel to do, because I made people feel bad, because I felt bad for a lot of years. Many years. I felt so bad, man. You know, I've let go of a lot of stuff. I want to help people let go of stuff. So we all have it. There's nobody that doesn't. There's nobody that doesn't. Everybody's got it. Because there's shadow to every light, and there's light to every shadow. Life is all just one spectrum. We're just part of a spectrum on one color wheel. It's how you direct your vibe, high in love or low in greed, ego, whatever. There's a bunch. There's one word for love. There's many a plethora of synonyms for low vibrational behavior, and people don't like pudding anymore. So now's the time to walk down memory lane, retrograde. The X's come back, you know, resolving things. Points of where you were then and where you are now, and the growth in between. And hey, in some areas there's no growth. Exactly the same. Exactly the same. You know, some of those are positive attributes. Some people need to stay in the past, in the old 3D Earth. Just leave them in the past this retrograde season. Don't, as much as you want to communicate, just let them be back there, because their past, they're still acting the same way that they did then. So you bring them into your present. See, you're not tolerating that behavior, so you're just going to see that they're not for you. Unless they've changed, unless they've made the effort. A lot of people have changed. I've changed. I believe other people have changed. The fact that people are watching me talk to myself right now. See, it's our little pocket. It's our same freak tribe. F-R-E-Q, freak, frequency, same freak tribe. Yeah, I coined that. I was going to make t-shirts. Same freak tribe. I try and say that at other places, and they're like, you're weird, until everybody starts catching on, and then it's like, oh, that's so neat, you know? Because people come up with the ideas that I come up with, and they get recognition and paid for it, and it's just my idea, my thought. I set the intention, and then somebody else does it. But you always got to give credit where credit's due. I heard Maja this morning talking about 51%. At the end of her talk, she's like, yeah, if you have 51%, believe 51% in this. I'm like, that sounds familiar to me. I wonder if we were of close frequency. I don't know. We've been talking about that for years. Years. Anyway, yeah, I'm the student more than the teacher. I'm always learning from people because I'm always learning how I'm going to react from people. That's all we constantly learn. Yes, I do woodworking. I am a woodworker. On my Instagram page, Instacrap, I believe on Snapnax, everything is taking forever to load. I have to put the phone down, let stuff load, and then scroll. Damn it. I'm pretty sure, I'm almost positive, I know that there's a picture somewhere of my prototype, a prototype. I have few more concepts in my mind that I've I've put on Sketch, but I don't have this setup here. And when I think about it, it just makes me angry, frankly. Because there's no electrical power sources outside. I mean, people don't. It's just right. And the last place I lived, 2331, that came up in a memory, played my freaking heart like a fucking violin. I miss the feeling of that place. It was home. It was my home. But then everything got stripped away and they tore all the trees down and fucking, It's not in Snapnax. I don't know where it's at. I'll have to find it. But I have a picture of a prototype of my doggone-it beds. I've even made sketched out my labels. All I got to do is send those in, have them printed out. I've looked up where to get the labeled gun to put the, with the plastic to attach the label and everything. I've scoped it out in my mind how I can wrap it and break it down, make them small enough, wrap it in saran wrap to ship them across the United States. Yeah. I have so many ideas. I just am waiting for the universe to be like, all right, Marge, you're gonna move here now. We're ready for you. We need you now, Marge. We need you. So we're gonna put you over here, and we're gonna give you these things, and then we're gonna let you watch you. Now watch that ego, though, Marge. If you lose that ego, man, I gotta be careful. Everybody's gotta be careful of ego, but mine is just so prominent. And that's the thing, is people start feeling good, and it's like you forget your daily disciplines. You stop doing the stuff that you do every day. Every day you do a little bit less. I only have 15 minutes to meditate, but you got more press. When you start doing external stuff more out, and stop focusing on your daily disciplines, it's a slippery slope. I've been rambling on for too long. I might come back later. I'll probably come back on later. It feels nice. I do have some things to do, and the cat has been awful eager to go outside, and the sun's about, well, it's overcast today, but it's supposed to be 83. It's gorgeous. I don't know. I feel a lot better than I did when I woke up and made myself release. Man, but people, you gotta release that. I was like, Mom, you gotta release that. You got all those bad feelings, tension. You have to release it, because people hang on to it and they ignore that they don't have it, and they pretend like it's not there. And then it comes out freaking sideways in other ways, like in your sleep. If you ignore that, people, when they grit their teeth. My brother does it. He used to do it. Freaking hear him at the other end of the house. Like, what the fuck? That is a lot of pressure for a human being to grit their teeth that hard, your jaw, that another person can hear it from like 75 feet away. That's a lot of stress. And then people don't communicate because they don't give a fuck about that chakra shit. So they don't deal with their chakra energy, so they don't communicate. And then as the years go on, they continue to grit. And then you need all these root canals and stuff. Energy is not a joke. It's not. But people don't know about it. They're not, because powers made it be so people don't pay attention to that woo-woo shit. It's all woo-woo. Woo. Feelings, emotions, it's all woo-woo. You know what I think is fucking weird? When people don't have any, because all human beings do. So psychopaths, all that, lower emotions are vibrations. So you don't have emotions, you don't got vibrations. Oh, the things that you will do to feel vibration. You get me? Are you tracking? Oh, it's gross. It's gross. And it's going to trigger a lot of people, and a lot of people are going to go, what? And I'm like, yep, just as I suspected, just as I suspected, just as I suspected. More verification. Thank you for verifying. Thank you for verifying. Thank you for verifying. Thank you for verifying what I have always believed to be true, that you are a low vibrational being. Did you see the have you seen any of the videos of all the rich and famous people that are freaking let their employees freaking sorry for you? Just like Jack and the Titanic. There was plenty of room on the boat, but no, look at them. You can go look for yourself. There's people I stopped following years ago because they're just low vibrational beings. I could see what they are. I could feel what they are. Like when they're talking to them, they're having another dialogue, and I'm just like, you. So their integrity, they're not people of integrity. They keep it all for themselves. And the truth is being revealed, so. Anyway, I hope you have a rad day. Peace.